Hi guys, welcome to the 9th video of Chess Eddie. So in this video we will be talking about the battery. So on the chessboard here we have the first example of a battery. So a battery is when two pieces control a row or a column. So right here the two rooks are controlling the same column at the same time. So here and here. So both of these rooks are controlling this column. So that was the first example of the battery. And if I were to move this rook right here, just for another example, it would be controlling the first rank or row, so number 1. Now it would be like this. This rook is controlling this and this part. And this rook is controlling this part and this part. So that was just a bonus example. And now I'm going to give you two other examples of a battery. So a battery is always with two pieces controlling the same row or column as I just showed you. But it could also be a triple battery when a queen is right here, rook on queen is on D1, rook is on D2, and another rook is on the coordinate D3. So this is an example of a triple battery. Queen on D1 is controlling the D file or a D column, whatever you want to call it. The rook on D2 is also controlling the D file or column, and also the rook on D3. So that was the example of a triple battery. So now I'm going to set up a real position that could actually happen or occur in a real game. Okay, so now I've set the position up, and this can actually occur in a real game. And as you can see here, both white right here and black both have a battery. So now I'm going to give you a few seconds to figure out which pieces are doing the battery on both sides. So you can also pause the video if you want. Okay, so I assume that you've given a try. If you didn't, it's fine. But, so, these two rooks are both controlling the D file, or the D column. It's usually called the D file, but they are both controlling the D file, as you can see here. Both controlling it. And then if you didn't see another battery for white, then this is the other battery for white. The queen on C1 and the rook on D1 here. They're both controlling the first rank or row, number 1. And for black it is different because black has two batteries, the same as white, but one battery doesn't really count because these two rooks on F8 and F7, they are not really controlling the F file or the F column because of this pawn on F6. So that pawn is blocking the rooks by controlling the F file. While these two rooks, remember the white rooks on D2 and D1, they're freely controlling the D8 file. And then there's this battery, which for black, which is still a battery, but not as good as the white rooks, because there are only the queen on E7 and the queen on F7, the rook on F7, they're only controlling a square, which is the D7 square. Okay, so that was another example of a battery. And this could, as I said before, this could actually occur in a real game or happen in a real game. So right now I'm going to set up another position that is just an example and will not be really in a real game. Okay, so right now I set up this position and I didn't set up the white pieces. This is because the black pawn on A2 is about to promote on the A1 square. Right here. And this black bishop on a dark square is on B2. So just for an example, I'm not going to promote into a queen here. I'm going to promote into a dark colored squared bishop. And as you can see, there are two rooks here, both controlling the C file or C column. And then since you've promoted the A2 pawn into a dark colored square bishop and a black bishop, now both the bishops are controlling this diagonal on C3, D4, and E5. I hope you enjoyed this 9th video of Chessready. I hope you learned something about the battery, and I'll see you in the 10th video, which will be about checkmate, one of the most important rules of chess. Bye. I'll see you next time.